I'm Desi Marino, and I will be hosting the 2019 Winter Carnival held by the Parks and Rec Department in Burlington, Massachusetts, and this is the third annual time. It's a little windy, but I think today is going to be super fun. Let's go. We're here with Meg from L.L.Bean. How are you doing?
I am good. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. So, how often does this happen? Like other events from Parks and Rec?
Well, so we try to do as many events as we can in the local community. We try to get out and give back as much as we get from the community. Burlington's an awesome town, and there's always good stuff going on. So we try to always, teach some kind of new activity or game or survival, clinic, things like that. Our store also runs in-store programs where you can come in and get a free demonstration or a free clinic. So just go on our website at ll.bean/burlington.com or follow us on Facebook and see all the cool stuff we've got going on. We also do a lot of fun outside hikes and things like that if you are a little bit, eager to get outside, but you don't know where to start. So just, stop on in and talk to some of our experts and can help you with that.
So, could you tell us a little bit about this project that you have?
These are, here, I'll pull one up for you. These are what we call survival keychains. You can also make them into bracelets or zippers. And it's just a really basic weave and knot. And you can use paracord, which is one of the strongest and lightweight ropes in the world. And you can have it on your backpack or with you while you're hiking. And it's a great survival tool just to have just in case. So you'll always have about 8 feet of paracord rope with you just in case you need it.
Cool. And what's your favorite thing about winter?
I love to ski. We haven't had a lot of snow recently, but that's pretty much my favorite activity to get outside. But winter is a great time just to go hiking or anything. Just because it's cold doesn't mean you can't be outside enjoying the sunlight when you can, or the beautiful wind that we have today. So yeah, just any kind of activity. If it's outside, I'm all in.
That's great. Well, thank you for answering the questions.
No problem. Thanks for the interview.
Hello, I'm here with Kyle and Abraham, and we're just going to ask them a few questions about the ice rink here at the festival. So, what exactly is this?
It's basically the same material as an average everyday cutting board, and we put a lubricant on top of it to give it the same glide effect. It is the same material figure skaters use to strike in their legs.
And what else can it be used for?
Figure skating, speed skating.
We also use it for curling lanes too. We use these for artificial curling lanes.
So tell us a little bit about the company that makes these.
Perfect Parties USA, right out of Peabody, Massachusetts. We go everywhere from California to Texas to wherever you need an ice rink, we will be there.
We're here with Nick Priest, the host of Neighbor to Neighbor at BCAT. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, thank you. So, could you tell us about your TV show?
Yeah, so Neighbor to Neighbor airs on BCAT and live on Facebook when we go. It's a once-a-month show, given the timing. And what we do is we look into civic and social, topics around town, and we use, state-level conversations to, just dive into different issues like education and housing, transportation, all sorts of great stuff.
That's cool. I know what I'm binge watching when I get home. So, what do you think about these carnivals, winter carnivals?
I love the winter carnivals. I love everything that the Parks and Rec department here in town does. We have a fantastic Parks and Rec department headed by Brendan Egan, and just a fantastic staff of folks who really just put forward great activities, great events, and this winter carnival is definitely one of them. And I mean, it's a testament, right? I mean, here we are. It's like 15 degrees outside, and everyone is running around having a great time, drinking the hot chocolate, eating the chili, doing the bingo. So it's a win in my book.
Could you tell us about any projects coming up?
Yeah, so we're going to be doing Neighbor to Neighbor the entire year. It's going to be once a month, so check it out on Facebook or on BCAT. Keep an eye out. and I'm also running for Board of Selectmen again this year. I ran last year. It was the one, I think, challenge race we kind of had, and it was a very, very tight race, and so I want to go out and give it my all again. So you can keep your eyes open for me holding signs and knocking doors and having a good time that way. And otherwise, I serve on town meeting, I serve on Ways and Means, and I try to keep myself busy and active in the town. I mean, I grew up in Burlington, been here my entire life, and I think it's time that as my wife and I raise our family, I start giving back and contributing more. So 2019 is going to be a very busy year.
Well, thank you for speaking with me.
Thanks for speaking with me. I appreciate it.
So we're here with Greg today.
Hello.
And so, what are you doing here today?
So the fire department's here to maintain or watch over the fires and put them out at the end of the festival, and we're also here just to make sure everybody's safe and okay.
That's nice. Well, how long have you been working at the fire department?
So I've been with the fire department here in Burlington since mid-August of 2018.
Well, do you have any safety tips for the winter?
Yeah, I would just say make sure your carbon monoxide and smoke detectors have their batteries replaced right before the winter, or that they're no more than 6 months to a year old. Also, make sure that the closest hydrant to your house is shoveled out, because that can be tough, for firefighters if they have to unshovel a hydrant if a house is on fire, So those are my two big tips for the winter, I guess.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for doing the interview.
Absolutely.
And hope you don't have to put out any fires, because that would be bad.
Right.
So I'm here with the winner, David,
Hi.
and he won for the second year in a row for having the best chili. So tell us how to make it.
So it's pretty simple. I use 5 different cuts of meat. So it's beef, pork, veal, chicken, and sausage, and just tomatoes and a bunch of different spices. No beans, no vegetables, just meat and sauce, essentially.
Sounds pretty good. Mind if I have a little scoop? of it?
Go right ahead.
Thank you.
You approve?
I approve. This is delicious.
Thank you.
Definitely deserved. So how does it feel to win the second year in a row?
It's really great because last year there were just 2 of us who participated, and it was a fun time. But this year, with all the participants, it was a really great competition, and all the chilies were really wonderful. So I'm just happy that a lot of people liked mine.
So what's next for you and your chili?
I don't know. Last year I talked about making some changes and decided not to this year. So I think I'll just keep it the same and enter next year and just see where it takes me.
That's nice.
Thank you.
Now, I'm a spicy person myself. What do you think about that?
My feeling on chili is it should be spicy enough to really to give your mouth a little bit of burn, but you don't want it to go over the top, and you want it to also incorporate different spices and flavors.
So again, congrats to David.
Thank you.
We're here with Brendan Egan from the Parks and Rec Department. How are you doing?
Great. How are you, Des?
Good, thank you. So what does it take to prepare for this event?
Well, it's a lot. The program staff starts working on this, around Thanksgiving time, putting the ideas together, what we're going to do. And they do a great job because they have to prepare for snow and no snow. So unfortunately today we got the no snow for our winter carnival, but we did get a lot of wind.
How did the idea for this event come about?
This was part of our 50th anniversary celebration 2 years ago, and we just continued rolling with it because it was a popular event, and it's a great family event where we get Burlington residents and their families out here to enjoy a day out in the park in the winter.
Great. So what is this passport event that you have going on?
Sure. So we're kicking off our Park Passport program. So you can get a passport here at this event or at our Parks and Recreation Department office, and it has 12 different spots throughout town And we're encouraging people to get out with their families and explore all that Burlington has to offer, from parks and conservation properties, but also special events. So at each special event, we'll have a passport box too, and you collect stamps. And the people that collect all the stamps or attend every event and get all the stamps will get a prize at the end.
That's great. And what is your favorite thing about winter?
The end of winter? No. You know what? I like the crisp days where the air is just really fresh. The sun's out. Not a big fan of the wind. So I like the nice crisp days of winter and getting fresh air.
Well, thank you for talking with me.
Thanks a lot, Des. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Well, I'm Steven Noonan, here on behalf of myself and Desi Marino, here at Parks Recreation Winter Carnival. It's been a great day, very windy, but it's been pretty nice. I'm signing off. Goodbye.